Hi guys, okay, so I've got a DIY project for you today, and I'm going to show you how I decorated this IKEA chest of drawers. Don't worry, I've added the link from where you can get the drawers from in the description box. And I purchased this because I needed a makeup drawer and I thought this was the perfect size for me. And as you can see, the original is very plain and simple and a bit boring, I must say. And I just redecorated it so it sort of suits my personal taste, and of course you can decorate it however way you want. And but what I did was I've made it reversible, so what you can do is you'll have sort of two different designs for whenever you choose, if you want it, and sort of change it around depending on your mood. And this is actually a great way to really change up something simple very quickly. Okay, so if you guys want to see how I made this, then keep watching. Okay, so for the first part of the DIY, you will need some white paint. You can use spray cans or just normal pot of paint. I find that spray cans just dry up much faster than normal paint, so that's the only reason I've gone with the spray can. And I'm also going to be using these tester pots, and these are fantastic for really small crafty projects because they come with their own brushes, and they're so inexpensive, so you can just change up the colour as whenever you want. And I've picked a couple of these because I'm going to have each of the drawers in different colours. Okay, so let's begin on the first part of the DIY. Make sure that you do this in a well ventilated area because you will be painting, and just make sure that the surface of the drawer is clean and there's no dust, because if there is, then the paint won't come out nice. It will be sort of gritty and you don't want that, so make sure that everything's clean and you're in a well ventilated area. And just start painting the outside of the drawers, and make sure to put down loads and loads of newspapers, and just begin with one coat. If you're not happy and you feel like it needs a second coat, then just apply a second coat, but make sure to read the instructions that's on your spray can. And for me, I just needed the one coat, so it was okay. Second of all, what you now need to do is just start painting the drawers itself, and make sure that you shake the little bottles really well, because you want the paint to mix really well and you don't want the oil from the paint separated, so make sure that you shake the bottle very well. And like I said, it comes with its own brush, so you don't need anything else, and just start painting. What I did for the first part of the tutorial was I just painted the one side and the two long side that's going. You're not going to see the two long sides, so you don't have to paint them, but I preferred to paint them, so I did, and it was a good way to use up all the paint that I purchased. And just let it dry, and make sure to read the instructions on each of the paint. I bought these matte ones from Wicks, and I thought they were really good because they dried really fast. And when you do paint, keep in mind it does not come out the colour after it dries, so let it dry first and then see if you like the colour. If not, you can change it around, or you can even apply a second coat to make it more vibrant. So once the paint has dried, you can start on the second part. What I did was I actually let it dry overnight because I found that it was much better working on it the next day, and plus I'm filming, so I need to have daylight while I'm doing this. And so yeah, I let it dry overnight, and then you can start on the second part of the project, which is I'm going to be using these amazing collage papers or scrapbook papers that I got from eBay. And don't worry guys, I've added the link in the description box to what I purchased. And so yeah, for the second part of the tutorial, what you will need is some Mod Podge, and you will need a pair of scissors, a paintbrush and a pencil. And you don't have to actually use a paintbrush. I just want to say you can use any kind of brush that will work with the Mod Podge, so any kind of craft brushes will do. I'm just using a paintbrush because I found it quicker. And I got these amazing scrapbook papers from eBay, so don't worry guys, I've added the link in the description box. You can of course go to your local craft shop to pick out what you want. And I found, and make sure that whatever you order, that it will fit the drawers, because my one was actually exactly the same size, so if it was any smaller I'd be in trouble. So now what you need to do is take your drawers and just place it onto the scrapbook paper. Make sure that it's the wrong way round, because you're going to be marking it with a pencil and you don't want the pencil line showing on the front of your drawers. So just flip it over and then place your drawers, and then take your pencil and just roughly mark it up. What I recommend you do is you take the drawer and place it on the edge of the paper. This way you will at least get two very neat neat edges, sorry, because I find whenever I'm cutting it's never neat. And so yeah, so do that. And then what you need to do now is take your scissors and then trim it down to the right size, and take your Mod Podge and then apply some. Personally, what I like to do is I like to apply some onto the paper, so make sure that you flip it over and then apply some Mod Podge onto your craft paper, and then apply some onto the drawer, and then just flip it over and stick it down properly. Make sure with the Mod Podge you don't apply a really thick layer. You do need it to be quite thin, so make sure it's even and thin. The only thing I recommend you do is on the corner of each side, just apply it slightly thicker. And once the paper is on neatly and you're happy with it, you can now trim it down if you need to get rid of any excess. And once you've done that, all you now need to do is apply another layer of Mod Podge onto the craft paper the right way up. This will help protect the paper and it will just make it a bit more durable. So now let's do the third part of this DIY, which is to add handles to the chest of drawers, because if you notice on the IKEA drawers, the front side does have a little bit of a hole where you can pull out the drawers, but obviously on the back side it doesn't have anything, so you do need to add handles if you want to make this reversible. And if you try and use doorknobs or any kind of really pretty ornate knobs, sorry, it's not going to work, because you won't be able to make it reversible, because if you turn it around it would just stick out a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to just use some ribbons to make little knobs to sort of help pull it out of the chest. And for this part of the tutorial you will need some ribbons and a pair of hot glue gun. Now I've trimmed down my ribbons to 2.5 inches, and I'm using this very gorgeous ribbed pink ones. Of course you can use absolutely anything you want. And so you're going to cut it down to 2.5 inches, and I've used a pair of zigzag scissors to do this, because this way it won't fray, but you don't have to worry, you can just use normal scissors if you don't have any zigzag scissors. Now make sure the hot glue gun has heated up, and then place a little bit of glue on the ribbon, and then flip the other side of the ribbon and place it on top of the glue, so you're making a little loop. Now once you have your loop, what you now need to do is take the drawers and place it down, and then apply a little bit of glue just in the middle, in the inside of the drawer. And then take your ribbon and place it on top of the glue. Make sure to press down and then let it cool down, and once it's dry, that's it, it's done. And now you can just do it for the rest of the drawers and test it out and see if it works. So try and pull it out and see if it works. And if you do this with a thin ribbon, it should be fine, but if you use like really thick lace or crochet, it may not work. And yeah, so that's it really. Now you can start filling your drawers up with goodies. Let me know below what you're going to be filling yours with, or if you will try and attempt to do this DIY. This was actually one of my favorite DIYs. I really enjoyed doing this. And if you guys want to see more DIYs and you know, craft projects, then leave me a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. And yes, I shall speak to you soon. And also don't forget to follow me on all my social media, which I've linked in the description box, and I shall see you soon. Bye.